Happy morning, children. Valga Valamudan. A marvelous Monday for you. How you all? Yes, children. The last session we discussed about the first chapter in history. Okay, that is what, when, how, and where. What, where, how, and when. Okay. So nothing is that the whole year or the whole book. What is content? That only we going to see in the first lesson, and also we discussed in the previous session itself. Okay, children. Yes, already I told our Indian history is divided into three periods, that is ancient period, medieval period, and modern. That is ancient history, medieval history, and modern history. Ancient history, throughout this 6th grade fully you're going to learn about the ancient history of India. Okay, that only what in ancient times, what the people did, how they lived, where they lived, what type of food they ate, what type of dress they wore, when did, what did, how did. These things only we going to learn the whole year. The history book for you, the 6th grade, is fully this year fully you're going to learn about the ancient history. Okay, dear? Yes. That only we dealt. You no need to think about that is only the early humans. It's not. Step by step. First, in the second chapter, we will learn about the early humans. That is how the gatherers and hunters turn into farmers. Then how they become the herders, like that. Then craft persons. Then soldiers, rulers. Okay, then kings, queens. In this way, we are going to see ancient history fully. Okay, remember, children, it is not only about the early humans. Yes, what, where, how, and when. Yes, this year, all the 12 chapters conducted about the ancient history. What people in those days, the kinds of clothes they wore, the house they lived, the lives of hunters, herders, farmers, rulers. Yes, children, here you listen that the fourth point, the lives of hunters. That means very first, the early human stage. Then they changed into herders. Then later, after their discoveries, they are turned into farmers. Then they become leaders for any one group, and they become rulers, merchants, priests. In those days, in ancient days, merchants, what they are trade, what they are carrying from one place to another place, what they are sold, everything. Priest, okay, religious people. Then craft persons, that we can see a lot, mud pot, great mud pot, and the metal things, jewels, everything we can see. Then artists, musicians, and scientists also. Aryabhatta, like that we will see later in this continuous chapter. You will learn all these things. That for that short notes only they given in the first chapter. What we will learn in this full 6th grade history, ancient history, where, how, and when. Okay. The games children played, the songs they sang, and the stories they hear, the place they were lived. Okay, these things only fully the ancient times we going to learn one chapter after. Okay. Then next, today we going to discuss only the two topics, that is names of the land and the finding out about the history. Before it, in the last sessions, we discussed about how the people were, what was their food, what was their clothes, and where they lived, where they started their life in India. Okay, what was their food? They were skilled gatherers and hunters. They hunt the small animals for their food, and gathering, they knew where the food, fruits, vegetables are available, and seasonally also. And what type of dress they wore, that animal skin and the barks and leaves of the trees. Then where they lived in the caves. Then we discussed about their Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic, and the Chalcolithic. These things yesterday we discussed. today, the names of the land, and they were lived near in India, in the Narmada River Valley, and Kirdar and Sulaiman Hills, Garo Hills in northwest, and central India in Vindhya Mountains. Okay, where they settled, what was their occupations? The Kirdar and Sulaiman is the area where the barley and wheat was grown at first. And the northeast part, that is Garo Hills, here Vindhyan central India, that is the part the rice is grown at very first. Okay, these things we discussed yesterday. Today, names of the land. We often hear the word only two to mention our country. What is that? How we call our country? First, dash is our country, India. Very good. Then, again, sometimes we will use this word also to mention our country in the world. What is that? Bharat or Bharat. Okay, Bharat. The two names often we used for to call our country, India or Bharat. Yes, children, you have the name, specific name for you. Your parents kept the name for you. For that you have some reasons. Your parents have some reasons. If you ask them, why mom you kept this name for me? Means they will surely explain what is the reason they kept the name for you. Okay. Simply they will say the reason. Like that our country also got the name India. That was the reason. What was the reason? What is the reason? Do you know? Yes, because of the river Indus. Okay, it was flows in India. In ancient times, 2500 years ago, the Iranian people and the Greeks people were called our country Hindus or Indos. They were familiar with the river Indus. They used to call the river Indus Hindus or Indos. Okay, do you understand, children? How they pronounce the word Indus, Hindus or Indos. Because of that, our country got the name India. Here, words like India and Bharat are often used for our country. The word India comes from the Indus. In Sanskrit, that Indus river name is called Sindhu. Okay, that is in the Sanskrit. The 2500 years, the Iranian and Greeks people familiar with the Indus river, they used to call that river Indus or Indos. The river, the north part of the river is called India. That is our country. Then again another one word is Bharat. What is the name? What was the reason for our country got the name Bharat? A group of people. Bharat means a group of people, tribal people lived in the northwest area of our country. So behalf of them we used to call our country Bharat. Okay, now you understand why our country called India and Bharat. India is the river we got from the river. India is the name we got from because of the river Indus. And Bharat, a group of people who lived very earlier in our country, northwest part of our country. So it is called Bharat. So you know the names of the land. Okay? Yes. The word Bharat is mentioned in the Rig Veda for the group of people living in northwest. That word is mentioned in Rig Veda. The Rig Veda is the oldest written document. It means it is 3500 years ago it was written. The word Bharata or Bharat is mentioned in the Rig Veda. These are the important points till now we discussed it. How our India got the name India? Because of the river Indus and Bharat, and where it was mentioned in the Rig Veda. Then finding out next names of the land we completed. Now finding out about the past. Yes, children, we saw that if we want to know about the past means we want to read the history, study the history. If we study the history means we know about the past. How can we study the history? How can we know the history? If we read any book, we know, for example, if we want to know a particular person, place, incident, means we'll refer some books. That books given the messages about that particular person or place or the incident. But that book written with what source? How they wrote that book, written that book with the sources of history. Okay, that is they refer the historical sources and they write the information. From that we know the past. Okay, children. There are 4 important materials we need to know about the past. That is manuscripts, inscriptions, historians and archaeologists. The manuscript and the inscriptions are the important historical sources. The historical sources are classified into archaeological sources and literary sources. The archaeological sources means the artifacts and all other things will come, monuments, everything. Literary sources, the documents or the books or whatever it may be in a written format. That is called written sources, literary sources. The literary sources is classified into 2, that is manuscripts and inscriptions. What is called manuscripts? Yes, finding out about the past is manuscripts and inscriptions. Manuscripts, first inscriptions. These were written on hard surfaces like stones and metal. It contains king's orders, victories, etc. Normally, the inscriptions were written in the hard surfaces such as metal or stones. It have the messages normally in the king's order. They are written on this stone or metal and kept in a public place. It is visible for the people, everyone. Then manuscripts. Manu means what? Manu. That means it is a Latin word. Manu means hand. Okay. In those days there were no printing press and also there were no printing press and also there were no any typewriter or any systems or any notebook, any pens. They are write all those things. What are the important documents, poems, if they want to convey any messages to others, whatever they want to know, they were written by hand. Okay, especially on palm leaves, barks of birch trees, etc. They deal with religion, kings, science, medicine, literature. Yes, children, the manuscripts, manu means the Latin word, comes in the Latin word comes, it means hand. Okay, all the documents or whatever the important things, they were written in by hand. Okay, so many these things were eaten by insects and some were destroyed, but many more still survived that were preserved in the temple or monasteries. Okay, yes, you take your book, underline page number 5. Now take your book, all of you textbook, go through page number 5 in the history book, is underlined there. Okay, what are the places that manuscripts were preserved? Have you find the answer? Where it is? If you underlined means you take a photo and send it to me through WhatsApp. Okay, children? Yes, manuscripts, so many manuscripts were eaten by insects and also so many manuscripts were destroyed and some only we have we keep safely and that is preserved in temples, monasteries and big libraries, okay, such as Kannimara Library, Saraswati Noolagam in Tanjore. In these places we have lot of manuscripts. Okay, children, so you go through the page number 5. It was given detailed about the manuscripts and the inscriptions. Yes, again you see inscriptions. These were written on hard surfaces like stones and metal,